Sir Patrick.
Hello.
It's an honor meeting you again.
Parvis?
Parvis, yes.
When did we last meet?
We met last at the captain's table in Düsseldorf. This convention with Avery Books and Cat Margot. You joined it.
I remember. I think my son was there too.
Yes, your son was there too. It's very great stories. And we did a very short interview during the autograph session. Thanks for that.
Hello again.
Always a pleasure. This movie is really, really cool. And if you would have in real life Charles Xavier's mind power just for one day, so what would you do?
The temptation is to be very, very serious, particularly in these very serious times that we live in, with the man in the White House and Brexit. But I would say that I would have the superpower to cover in custard any journalist who asks me that question again.
Okay, great answer. And if you're looking at the stuff that happened behind the scenes, because there may be so many things that could be maybe funny or weird or crazy that we don't see on screen. Do you have maybe a memory that you can pick from the shooting of Logan, from behind the scenes?
I can no longer play tennis or squash. Shoulder gone. I can, however, play table tennis, or ping pong, as the Americans call it, and I love it. And I have a table wherever I live, wherever I am. And we have a lot of downtime on movies like Logan, and so I bought a table tennis table, and we set it up in one of the empty sound stages. And one of my most vivid memories was playing Hugh Jackman at table tennis and finding out that his superpower skills were not actually quite as good as mine.
Great. And the first scene I saw you in this new movie, Logan, was very shocking for me, because you are, for me, Charles Xavier, the head of the X-Men, and you're laying there in this bed and maybe some kind of losing your mind. So did you have maybe yourself some kind of afraidness of getting older?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And for a good many years I have too. I've just had to ask someone to take the top off this bottle because my fingers don't work anymore. And Logan was a marvelous opportunity to bring some of those experiences into my performance. He's fragile, he is unstable, he is sick, aging, and most importantly, dangerous, because his powers are now out of control. And if it were not for Logan working as a limo driver to provide him with his medication, then it would be disastrous for Charles and for anybody in his vicinity.
And you're also a great theater player. No Man's Land with Ian McKellen was your last theater thing. So how much does it mean to you, being on a real stage with a real audience?
The great movie director Ingmar Bergman, who also ran a theater company, when he was asked this question, would say, I love the movies, but the theater is my life. And I think for me that applies too. Filmmaking is a thrilling and privileged business, but being on a stage night after night with a live audience is living.